Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to solstice season, winter in the southern hemisphere and summer in the northern hemisphere. And I'm excited to provide these 3-month relationship readings for the solstice that runs from June 20th through September 20th. And we're going to see what's important for us to know about love. And with all this solstice energy, what endings and beginnings would they like us to know about right now? Also, in celebration of this season of spotlighting relationships, I'm offering half off my relationship readings for the first month, so from June 20th to July 20th. And if you're interested in diving deeper into a relationship reading, there's a link in the description box down below if you're interested in finding out what's included in them. I'll throw up quick screenshots here. You can pause if you want to see them. I'm going to rapidly go through them. But there's 6 choices, which include single and looking, single and a background check, secret crush, status of current relationship, should I stay or should I go relationship reading, and then lastly, reconciliation with an ex. So if you're interested in that, just check out the description box down below. But for this solstice reading, we're going to start out with a love message for everyone, and then we'll dive into a special message for 3 different parts. Either you're single and looking, you're married or in a relationship, or the Happy Hermits. Hello, other Happy Hermits. Those of us who are happily single and not looking. Timestamps are listed below if you want to leap ahead. But first, let's see what love message Spirit has for everyone. All right, all you Gemini energies, this is the reading for the love message for all of us. And this is from the Rumi Oracle. So let's see what the overall message for everyone is for these next 3 months regarding love. All right. So for Gemini, all right, here we go. Zoom right away. And let's see what we got here. We've got the Hand of Fatima. And card number 43. I'll just zero in a little bit so you can kind of see that a little more closely. And we will put that, actually, we'll just put it right here. And it's a little bit longer, these explanations of the card or the messages of the card. So bear with me, they're worth it. They're beautiful. And there's even a sacred honoring ritual that we'll read too. So this says you are giving birth to more spirit than you've ever held before. And during such times, a divine midwife can be helpful and supportive. This is Fatima, radiant daughter of the great beloved, who reaches from the skies, who reaches up from within your body, from deep within the earth, and brings you the gift of protection, grace, and love. You are safe, you are held, and you are bound within her warmth. She has received your prayers, and she honors your devotion to life, to love, and to growth. She will help you. Ask for her blessing daily. You can use the simple sacred honoring ritual to do so if you need guidance on how to pray to her, but any words from your heart spoken in authenticity will suffice, no matter how simple or ornate they may be. She responds to the feeling behind the words, and she responds instantly, beyond time and space. In fact, she has responded even now, perhaps before you even knew she was needed. Wow. So this oracle brings you the guidance that what is being born in your life right now, in your own consciousness, as a seed, perhaps of a new way of being, a new idea, belief system, philosophy, or sense of self, is going to come to maturity under the loving protection of the Divine Mother. You're also being asked to heed your intuition and instincts. Have some discernment about who you involve yourself with and how to choose and how you choose to use your time and energy. Allow yourself to feel Fatima's guidance and comfort in you by giving yourself permission to be nurtured through your own choices and the people or situations you say yes or no to in your life. This is a way to honor her presence and allow her to help you, which she wishes to do in all ways possible. Love is all things you see, dearest angel, and that means saying no can mean saying yes to something greater. So give yourself permission to say your no and yes as dictated by your heart. This oracle also brings you the message that your body is sacred and worth your attention. You do not have to become obsessed. You do not have to push or judge your body, but you can honor him or her as a sacred animal through which your spirit creates soul and expresses itself in the world. This is a truly wonderful and amazing gift, extraordinary and yet fraught with challenge. The spirit can be powerful. Sometimes it can be hesitant too, enough to really engage with the body and come to life. There is a story that the angels sang music to lure the spirit into the body, but used to its freedom, it was reluctant to experience itself in what looked like rather confining matter. The spirit did not know that Fatima would be initiating the spirit into her mysteries through the body. She was going to be sharing the sensuality of life, the sacredness of love, the deep mystery of life, death, and rebirth, and the wonders of nature. She was going to show the divine could live not only in light, but also in flesh. Fatima holds the wildness of divine feminine wisdom and the sanctity of life. She has great gifts of ecstatic presence, only able to be experienced through the spirit living in the body. She will share this if you allow her to guide you. And once the spirit recognizes this, even just gets a whiff of Fatima's glorious fragrance, the enthusiasm for life ignites, and the wonders of the world experienced through the body become a way to revere the great beloved and turn all of life into the temple of love. This oracle also comes with guidance. Giving your body rest and healing is most beneficial at this time. There are symptoms you are experiencing, anything from fuzzy-headedness to tiredness and aches and pains, as well as shifts in body temperature that seem unbalanced. And these are directly related, if not solely, to the interaction of your spiritual essence with your sacred animal body. These will even are under Fatima's grace and protection, like two housemates learning to live together and enhance each other, rather than distract and annoy each other with their quirks and differences. This settling in process will happen all the more easily when you ask for Fatima's help. This oracle also advises that if you ask for help and protection in any matter, it will be granted. There's no exception to this rule. There's nothing you have done that has made you unworthy of divine intervention, grace, and love. Not one thing, ever. Ask, trust, and receive. Wow. And then the sacred honoring ritual, if you want to do this, it says place one hand on your heart and one on your belly and say the following aloud. Fatima, who loves me unconditionally, bless me with your hand of protection and your radiant grace. May I love my body and live my divine in totality. My spirit is my body is my spirit. Arwahuna, Ajdauna, Wa Ashzaduna, Arwahuna. And I probably totally mispronounced that. But repeat slowly and carefully that 3 times. Then rest if you wish to. And when you're ready, you have completed your sacred honoring ritual. So here, let me just show you the words here. Those are the words to repeat in case I totally mess those up. But wow, I love this about honoring your body and that we are experiencing divinity through the body in a completely different way than we ever could if we didn't. So I love that for you. Now let's get into the special readings. All right, this is for all you Geminis who are single and looking, all that Gemini energy wherever it is in your chart. And let's take a look here. We're going to start with the whispers of the Lord Ganesha. And let's find out over these 3 months what they want you to know. So all those Geminis who are single. All right. So I feel like it's this one on top here. We'll move those out of the way. And you've got reflection. Card number 4 coming in here. And we'll put that down here. And let's see what we got here. So, reflection, honor the wisdom within yourself. Ganesh is here to help you find the truth of who you are, the light of your own soul, and to be willing to let it shine. You have reached the point in your life's journey where self-judgment and criticism no longer serve you. Hallelujah, right? It is imperative that you understand and appreciate the distinctive persona that you bring into all situations. Each of us have our own unique path, and through self-awareness and observation, you can see that everyone is working toward the same objective on their individual path, which ultimately leads to the same higher purpose. You have made great progress on your spiritual path. It's now time to release the need to take responsibility for events and lives that are beyond your control. And recognize the beauty of each of your paths and bless the journey of others. Appreciate silence and allow your inner light to shine out towards others as a means of communication. Through reflection and visualization, get in touch with the wise person within you. Yeah, so this journey, I love this. No longer self-judgment and criticism no longer serve you. These are the releasing here, the being your own worst critic and holding yourself to these regarding love, right? All of these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts that you've been judging yourself so harshly, fearing that these things meant you weren't lovable and not good enough, not worthy of love. But there's this great freedom that's coming in here with this reflection as you question those thoughts and beliefs and, other people's actions, other people's non-actions, words and silence, the way you used to define those and define yourself by those, attempt to validate yourself by those. You're done. You're reflecting on that, going, that doesn't have anything to do with me. That's outside of my control. Why would I allow that to define me? I get to decide who I am. I get to decide that. So I like this energy coming in here. We're also going to pull the Power of Surrender cards. And we'll see what else they want you to know here too about this reflection and this freedom that comes in here. So you got surrender, denial. You no longer are queen of denial. I love that. Here's the blindfold being removed off here. And it says, accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. Yeah. And this is taking off the blindfold and seeing things as they are, not as the story that you've been told that that's supposed to mean, right? That's the clarity that comes in. Well, when someone, you're in a committed relationship and they go out and they are uncommitted, even though you are, that means you're worthless. That means they're evil. That means you're heartbroken. That means you're supposed to be supposed to be devastated, when in reality, after that happened a handful of times, well, not a handful, but like 3 times to me, with 3 different people, you realize in reflection that, I was cheating on myself with them anyway, because my self-worth, I was looking for my validation out there, trying to define myself out there. So I realized that story is wrong, when I'm like, wow, and then seeing my mom suffer for decades thinking that, my dad's actions meant something about her. And I'm like, but he went from you to wife number 2, wife number 3, and other relationships in between. So it must not have been you, Mom, because they weren't happy on the inside. You couldn't make them happy. And it was a big aha for both her and me when, that just came out in a conversation. And I'm like, it's true. Other people's actions are about what they're going through. What bubbles up within me is what is within my control. But what other people do is outside of my control. So when someone does something and something rises up, I get to look at it. I get to understand it. I get to transform it, reflect on it, right? And then it no longer will carry as much oomph and punch till the next time. And then it's a little less and a little less. And the more things come from different directions and rise within me, then I can make this transformation, right? I love it. We're also going to pull from the Prism Oracle and see what color comes through here for you regarding this revelation that's coming through, this reflection that's coming in here for you. All right, I love it. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, we got disruption, pretty in pink. Be nice fuchsia or something color here. We'll put that down here. And let's find that in here. Okay, here's the pinks. So disruption says, like this shocking pink color, this card demands attention, right? It represents intensity, innovation, and non-conformity. It's a catalyst for releasing fear in order to make bold and courageous moves. What is stagnant in your life that needs to change? How can you shake things up a bit? How can you continuously innovate your life in unexpected and productive ways? Wow. So definitely this is the demands, the things that are making themselves known in here that are, the belief systems that, like I was saying, being cheated on means I'm a failure, means I'm unworthy, means I'm not good enough. No, it just means we see it for what it is, that it's someone that is unhappy with themselves. And so when outside things don't make them happy, they try to consume a lot of, like if one cookie doesn't fill me up, I'll eat a whole bag. And it's still not satisfying because it's not giving us what we're really wanting. We find that inward and upward, that's something that no one else can give us. And this awareness that's coming in, the disruption that comes in. We'll also pull some tarot here from the Lost Soul Tarot. I love this deck. We'll see what else they want you to know here. And then we'll dive in here to see, we'll get some other fun information about message from your future love. And also, and then they want that one right here. Maybe some timing and placement where you'll meet him. Ooh, I know. All right, let's see what this is done here. Yeah, here's the Empress. So Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, nurturing yourself, new creativity, new ways of looking at things, new birth. And, the Empress rules over all the queens. A lot of emotion that comes with her too, because, all the queens get a portion of cup and emotion. So that's 4 right off the bat because there's 4 queens. But then one of the queens is also cup. So that's 5 parts emotion, 1 part earth, 1 part air, 1 part fire, right? 1 part passion, 1 part mind, 1 part, earth, physical outwardness. The rest of it's emotion. So there's a lot of emotional disruption happening here that brings things to the surface so you can look at them. And this is great reflection and great release that comes in here. And releasing feeling like you're responsible for everyone else's actions and choices too. This Empress is like, I choose what I want for my kingdom, for my empire. Everyone else chooses for theirs. So whatever happened to that empire over there is not my business. I can only handle what's within my own empire. I like that. Yeah, and the Five of Cups. So transformation of emotion, not surprised to see that after we just talked about all that, but it's a movement from lower vibration to higher vibration emotion. And one of the big things with this is that there's, the usually 3 cups spilled, and then there's 2 cups behind us. And while we're focusing on lower vibrational emotion, there's this power of choice that's behind us, that where we get to choose what something means or doesn't mean in our lives emotionally. That comes back to, not being able to control what's out there, but the emotions that rise within me regarding what's happening out there are my own, and I can choose lower vibration or higher vibration. Lower vibration, that which is tied to those beliefs that are rooted in the fears of losing conditional love, fear of failure, fear of rejection, whatever. Or higher vibration, which is rooted in unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace and gratitude, changes the whole energy of things, and a transformation can occur. Whatever energy we're focusing on, both mentally, emotionally, manifestorally, if that's a word, our manifesting energy, on our physical energy, all draws in, it all adds into this energy field of like attracts like, right? Yeah. And the Tower card, though it seems kind of scary at times, the Tower card has a wonderful message that tells us that whatever has been moved out of our life has been moved out on purpose, for purpose, to create space for something to be replaced in there that is more in alignment with our higher self, and to clear out the pathway for us for our future that is more in alignment with our higher self too. So there is this clarity that comes in with all this, in that, whatever pain, whatever suffering we've experienced teaches us something. It allows us this reflection, but it also creates the, like you have soil, and when you put things like that have died, like plants and animals and other things out there, there's this, nourishment that gets into the soil that allows things to grow. And this Tower is telling us that it is this energy of being able to, trust that everything that happens in our life is for us, and we move from a victimhood of it's happening to us to that it's happening for us instead. And we may not see it in this lifetime, but we will see some things of going, oh, I see why that was removed out of my life, because I wouldn't have experienced this otherwise, So there is this beauty in how that comes in here. Yeah, and then here is the Magician, who is the manifesting energy I was just talking about. And we were talking about whatever energy we focus on grows and expands. This is the Magician, the major arcana, stepping into the power of where you invest your energy is what you draw in. And so there's a lot of reflection when we are focusing over and over and over on an old belief. We empower it, we draw it, we make it come to fruition. Like, I talk about how, my mom, her husband was not faithful to her. That's my dad, because he was who he was when he was younger. He's so happy and so more fulfilled now. And we all start off that way. This was early 20s, right? In your early 20s. And we have no idea what we're doing when we're that young. And we're not, he didn't have a great example growing up. He was just trying to live and survive. And he ended up, cheating on my mom between my older brother and before I was born. And then when I was in my mom's womb, I felt the fear of being cheated on and someone not being faithful, then I felt it as a child growing up. I could feel it from my mom, because I don't think it ever stopped. I think it was just kind of, she tried to become who she thinks she needed to be to make him love her, which outside of her control, right? But all of this fear, being cheated on energy, that I had this belief system, all my energy was invested in that. By the time I got into relationships, guess what? Boom, boom, boom. You just draw that energy to us. If I'm afraid and I'm focusing energy on, I hope I don't get cheated on. I hope I don't get cheated on. What the universe feels or energy is, I really hope I get cheated on. I really love feeling this feeling of fearing getting cheated on and experiencing it. And I sure enough did. But you realize it and learn it, and then you're like, oh, I'm going to change my energy to something else. And I like that for you. Yeah, and here's the Two of Cups. So here's the power of emotional choice coming in that we talked about there. And it is about relationship, and that you do have a relationship coming your way that's coming forward. And that's what we're going to segue into here. I've got a variety of cards here. I got some Lover's Oracle. So we're going to grab some messages from your future lover, whoever is going to be coming your way here. And then we'll get into even some possible place and time. Ooh, I know, right? So first of all, let's take a look here. What messages do your future love, what do they want here for you? And that one, and that one, and whoops, that one here. Okay. So let us start with this one here. And we've got, I can't talk to you right now. This is an interesting message coming in, because there is this right now, and it's like, well, where are they? Why aren't they here yet? Well, they are facing this kind of reflection and raising their love vibration, questioning their thoughts and beliefs and emotions that don't serve them anymore. And this is saying, I can't talk to you right now, because my vibration is lower than your vibration. I'm working to try to meet you where you're headed, and you're raising your love vibration. You've been doing reflection work and looking at those things. You still have more that you're working on, obviously, here with all this reflection stuff, and transforming and letting stuff go. But they're saying, yeah, right now, you're way ahead of me. I'm catching up to you. So just keep going. I'll catch up, but I can't talk to you right now, because we're not at the same vibration level. Yeah. And this energy here is one of the big things that they're overcoming and working through. This isn't by you. This is like a phrase that is what they're working through, is what I feel. And what they're realizing through their process of reflection is, you hurt me, and it's like no one. Byron Katie, she's a wonderful, sweet lady. If you ever have a chance to check out her channel or her website, thework.com, just THEWORK.com. But she has this, she has memes that, come out on Instagram and Facebook and stuff. And it's like, you can't hurt me. That's my job. And it's true. No one can hurt us. It's our beliefs that hurt us. About what is happening out here, like in the case of, someone not honoring, the sanctity of the relationship, that hurt me because I had a belief that meant something about me. Now that could happen, and I'd be like, wow, that sucks to be you. You're not going to be able to hang around me anymore. That's your loss, not mine. If you're not ready for a relationship, then let's not have a committed one. Why hold me to it if you're not, But this is that I was hurt by you. They're learning that no one can hurt us. Only our thoughts and beliefs about what people are doing can hurt us. And the pain happens inside of me, which is outside of everyone else's control, as is other people's. You hurt me. I can't hurt you. You can only allow that to define something that creates this fear inside, because that's what the pain is in our heart. Our heartache is not a broken heart. Our heartache that we feel when someone does something is fear igniting within us. That uncomfortable feeling is us going into fight or flight mode. See what else he has to say. Yeah, I wish I could be a different person. That's what they're working through now too, in that they're, feeling like they've got this long list of stuff that they have to be and should be and need to be, and they wish they could meet this long list of stuff that's in their head, and they want to be someone else because they don't feel like anyone special, anyone significant. But that's what's great, is that when we face this and we overcome it and transform it, then we won't feel that way again, because when we gain the evidence in our life that this is untrue, our brain will never believe it again. And so it's important that they're going through these things and looking at these things. And if any of these resonate for you, then shebang, do it. Yeah, I can't promise you anything. So there is this is all their energy where they're at right now, because they do feel like, again, with this person who lets down everyone, this is their idea of what they feel in their head. I've let down everyone. I can't promise you anything, because chances I'm going to let you down too. But who they've been letting down are people with high expectations, who have these rules of the supposed to's and shoulds and need to's and have to's and musts. And, it's like, oh, you should have known that I wanted that. Oh, I'm a disappointment. There was a lot of stuff, like a high bar that they were held to very young, and then, of course, echoed into their other relationships, where they feel like, I can't live up to it. And it's true. None of us, we can't even live up to our own expectations. All these, because a lot of them we don't want to, but subconsciously at least. But we're given a long list of contradictory opinions from a lot of different people growing up, and no one can meet 100% of those. That's the whole thing, is that it's unrealistic. And so when they realize this, they'll see a whole new them that comes in here. Yeah, and they're going to love this. You are so different from everyone around me. And I like this, because you won't be this person who's an enemy, like an undercover ninja heartbreaker who's, judging them and doing all that. So I like that. They do see that you're different than anyone ever that they've been around. So I love that for you too. Now, when we get into these, the place and the timing that we're going to pull cards on, this is based on current energy. The place is. Now, with timing and even place, we have an earliest we can meet them and the latest we can meet them. And that all depends on the inner work that we both do. And because when we're at lower vibration, it slows things down. And we don't want to meet at a lower vibration, because that just means we're going to get on each other's nerves and probably break up with each other. and we will have other people we do that for, preparing us as stepping stones for our love that will come in here. But there is this, sooner or later kind of range. And the place is going to be based on current energy, where you guys will meet up when you meet up. But if you both are working on yourselves, and depending on how much energy you're putting into questioning your thoughts and your beliefs and mindsets, the faster it'll also drift. You'll be raised in your love vibration, the sooner you guys can meet. Higher vibration speeds things up. Lower vibration slows things down. All right. So let's take a look here. So where, based on current energies, would you guys be meeting? So let's take a look here. Where would you guys be meeting? All right. It's this one right here. And we've got here at a concert. Ooh la la. I like it. So we've got live performances and music celebrations. So some sort of, it's like you guys both enjoy music. Could be music of any kind. You could be performing, you could be attending, you could be working it, or whatever. Because of course there's a lot of use. There's a variety of different ways that you guys will meet, but it will be at a musical place based on right now. then I have actually 3 decks, 2 decks I put together into one. This one I just still have it by itself. These are the Time Oracle. So we'll pull from here. All right, well, there's your card already. Then the other deck, I had 2 decks that I molded into one. And we will shuffle from here too. And so these will most likely give us the ranges of when we would meet up. So let's take a look here. What else about timing? All right, I want this one and this one. All right, so let's take a look here at the first one. And we've got, imagine that, a festive season and concert. So whatever festival this is, and this can vary, of course, depending on what country you're in and where you're at, but so that could be a Christmas concert. It can be a 4th of July concert. You know, here in the United States, they usually have fireworks and concerts and playing, different music, or, it can be whatever festive season. It could be your birthday, a gift that people are taking you to go to a concert. Whatever the festive season is for you. Let's see what else we got here. So looks like here in February of next year is when, I feel like that's like the longest. Oh, nope, in April. So you got February or April of next year, I feel is the latest that it would be. So these are some end points here. But this festive season, of course, could be a lot sooner, of course. We got December, we've got, other festivals and festive times, right? So I like all this for you. This gives you some, like, all right, at least I see an end in sight here. This is like based on current energies if you just keep doing what you're doing now. But if you speed it up and you put more emphasis and time and journaling and looking at things, then it can be even sooner. But I like all of this. There you have things that are making themselves show up, these disturbances, like it said, disruptions that are having you reflect on things, and they happen on purpose so that you can transform and release these things. But I love this energy for you. So this is what they have for you, all you Geminis who are single and looking. And if you're enjoying these readings and would like to help me by supporting my channel, there's a couple things you can do. First, you can give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button. This tells me you're enjoying the content. It tells YouTube that you are as well, and they'll spread the word about these videos and my channel. The other thing you can do is hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit that notification bell, because then you'll be notified when I post new videos, and also you're informed when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. These are general readings, and if you're looking for more specific information for your specific life, I do offer a variety of readings and other services. All that information's listed in the description box of the video down below. And I'm so grateful for all the love and all the support, and as you travel upon your amazing journey, remember that every second of every day of your life that you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until we chat again, much love to you. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon. All right, all you Gemini energies that are in a relationship or married, this is your reading, and we're going to start off with this Journey of Love Oracle and just find out the overall energy for the 3 months, what they want you to know about love, love, love. So let's take a look here. What do they have here for you? All right. We have Gifts Received, card number 13. We'll just kind of move in there so you can see that. Beautiful, beautiful green cards here. And we'll scooch it over here. Let's see what we got. So we like having gifts received. says relax. It's okay to accept what is coming your way now. Gentle your soul, steady your heart. Even the most precious treasure can be received by you. Why not? Are you not built of the same stuff as that treasure, beloved? It's all love, after all. That is all that there is. Enjoy. Accept. Rest in the knowledge that you are being invited into a sanctuary of abundance, peaceful rest, and replenishment now. It's just time. The oracle holds a message for you. The universe is trying to get something to you. More abundance, more love, in answer to a prayer. Sometimes the healing comes in unexpected packages. Sometimes we try so hard to find the answer, exerting so much effort to receive, that we make things harder for ourselves than they need to be. So relax, have some fun, be at peace. Everything is working out just fine, and there's a nice surprise coming your way. All right, so we like that energy of relax and receive. Stop trying so hard is another kind of message that I feel comes with this. And it's, you deserve love. You deserve to have it. And I feel like it's kind of like there's this, I call it the Six of Pentacles energy, which is our rate of exchange of what we feel we have to give in order to receive very little. And I'll make a note here. I'll put it in the description box of the video down below, where your timestamp is at for this video. And it talks about, I have a little small video that's from my Take 10 with Zen. It talks about how to balance that, where instead of having 1,000 love coins, you have to give to deserve one back. It tells you how you can bring it down to 1-to-1. And these force fields that keep things away, keep you from being able to receive it, they has them drop to where things can come in. So I like that. We'll also pull here from the Enchanted Map Oracle. And let's see what else they want you to know for this 3-month period here. All right. So we have this one here, and this is Details, card number 43. Can't imagine that a Gemini would get caught up in details. You're like, oh, yes. Me and my spreadsheets. I'm an air sign, a sun, so I get it. So the most powerful patterns are created within the tiniest details. Pay attention. This is the time to be aware of the fine print in all areas of your life. Look at the details and leave the broad strokes for another time. When this card appears in a reading, it's a sign to finesse a project, make small but meaningful gestures, or add a personal touch to your correspondence. Be aware that what you need to know lies in the details. And if you're entering into an agreement of any kind, pay attention to them before, not after, when it's too late. Clarity and transparency are key. You can gain great understanding by observing the minute body language, offhand remarks, and fleeting facial expressions that reveal the larger picture. What a great card for what we were just talking about, too. The agreement that you entered as a child, we don't know any better. We think 1,000 love coins that we have to give to get one back seems fair. I don't know, we didn't know any better. Now it's getting into the detail of what you feel you have to give to receive, and getting into the roots of those to release you from that. So you might have had a pattern of codependent relationships where you overgive, right? Or you might have noticed growing up you overgave at school, overgave in all your relationships, friends, family, whoever. Work, always overdoing things, right? Overgiving. And this is clarity that comes in here because it's time to receive, which when you're, admittedly, I'll raise my hand. I'm a recovering enabler in codependent relationships. Receiving would scare the crap out of me because it meant I wasn't needed. I needed to feel needed. I needed to overgive in order to feel like I was in a place where they couldn't live without me. That never works out because they end up feeling useless, like, because I wouldn't allow them to give to me. Thus, what would happen? I would, they would become workaholics, investing their energy there because they would get at least reward there, or working out, or spending time with their friends, or a hobby, or affairs. And that's because if they can't give to you, they got to give to somewhere. And if we don't receive it, then what are they going to do? They're going to end up doing it somewhere else. And on our hand, we give and give and give until we're exhausted. And then we give and give and give until we're resentful. Yay, what a healthy relationship. Not. That's why they end up being exes. That's the codependency. That's that what can be transformed here. And I feel like this is a big important piece to understand past relationships, why they ended up that way, and how are we interacting in the current relationship, and can we work on lowering that barrier? Details. The reverse meaning of this says, heed the gentle warning that perfectionism, all or nothing, will not lead you to what you desire, but instead will steer you away from it. Nothing will be good enough when you become obsessed with being perfect. No one can ever measure up to your scrutiny, and nothing you can do, and nothing that you can ever do will assuage, something like that general feeling of not being up to par. You're perfect already, just as you are. This details card can have energy that challenges you to accept things as they are in all their imperfections, to step into the world and engage it without any expectations. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. So there is this release of perfectionism, which goes hand in hand really with enabling, because it's all or nothing. We feel we have to do this much and get nothing. And until we hit here, we don't get anything till we hit this almost place of perfection. And then we get the little bit. And then as soon as we get the little bit, it resets. We have to start working all again up to that 1,000, right? All right. And then we've got these Lovers Oracle. And we'll see what other messages come in here. But I like this revelation because there's freedom that comes when you're able to drop all these rules and all this overgiving. It just really allows this beautiful, like I said, freedom to come in. All right, here's your beautiful picture on the card here. And then your message is, the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Yeah, so there's this new path that's opening up here. Something that's so free and so different that allows this love to be brought to you in a lot of different ways. We'll also pull here a card from the Letting Go deck, which is from a book written by David Hawkins called Letting Go. And so let's see what piece of wisdom they bring in here. All right, there we go. Little heart there. And so the purpose of letting go is the elimination of the ego, or the transformation of the ego is how I look at it. Because it says the ego is fearful and limited, and when it is surrendered, the inner self stands forth, and what was always more powerful is revealed. Yeah. So it's more that our ego is transformed because our higher self actually completes it, where the outside world can't complete it. And so our ego always feels hungry and kind of angry. But this energy that comes in here allows you to see the worth of who you really are. And that's what transforms things, because then we're no longer, looking to the outside world to complete us. We're also going to pull from the Lost Soul Tarot, and we'll see what else they have here for you. But definitely check out that Six of Pentacles after you're done with your reading here. The link, like I said, will be down in the description box because it'll give you some freeing information on how to let go of, let go of these beliefs of what we have to do so much to receive so little. Right? And let's see here. So you got this card coming in here. Yeah, the Four of Wands, joy, happiness, celebration, marriage, equal energy, energetic stability coming in. So I like this energy of this card because, where it's equal giving and receiving, it's equal passion, it's equal, instead of out of balancedness, right? So, and it is joy. It changes it from being us focusing on how things are not working out, how all that stuff, when those walls drop and it's 1-to-1, it just changes everything. It's amazing. And then you have the Two of Wands. Yeah. Wherever we focus our energy is what grows and expands too. And so every moment is this energetic choice. But again, I just feel like this is all about the equal giving and receiving that comes in here. This equality that allows you to accept something without deflecting it, without saying, oh, no, you shouldn't have, or, oh, no, I don't deserve this. It's this energy of being able to receive with an open and grateful heart, and just so where we say, well, thank you so much, without, feeling on the inside. I know when I was a manager in corporate life, they had us take a Dale Carnegie class, which is, if you ever heard, Making Friends and Influencing People, something like that, is where he was well known with, like, decades ago. But it was a great class because one of the things that they had us do was this experiment or whatever, group kind of project where they broke us off into these groups of like 5 or 6 people, and we all wrote something around each of those other people in there that we liked about them, appreciated about them. And then the assignment was, as you sat there and each of those person read to you what they were grateful for. I know, uncomfortable, right? It was so uncomfortable. All we could say was thank you. And that was the rule. All you can say is thank you. Nothing more, nothing less. And they assigned like someone in each of the groups that they were in charge of, someone started to say something other than thank you, and so you just had to be, people were like, you were one of the most realist people that I've ever met in my life. Thank you. And it just, they would have to go around the circle. And this is what I feel like you're learning to get to, is where you could just be able to, and in your heart now, I mean, especially my host where I live now, we've really, and it's just been over these last 3 years that I've really, 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 really learned to accept, because she was like, refuses to take any money from me, just to live here for free in her basement. She doesn't let me help her with utilities, nothing. And she'll like be running to the store. Do you need anything? I'm like, no. And she'll bring me back stuff anyway. Or if she would get something to eat, she goes, I got you something too. And I'm like, wow, I was just like, to now I just feel, so grateful, and we try to help do things for each other. And she also learned that, because I would do things for her and she would have to learn just to say thank you, and I would stop her. Oh, no, I'm like, this is it. Don't lower the value of my gift to you by trying to deflect it. Oh, she'd be like, what? And I go, do you see how how good it is when you give something? I go, that's how I feel, so please don't diminish my feeling. And that really helps when you realize, wow, it's a gift to let other people give to you too, right? So this wonderful opening up to receiving is what all that was about. Yeah, again, Three of Cups, joy, celebration, joy, 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 the joy of giving, the joy of receiving, and stepping into that. I love that. And you got the Queen of Wands. So here is ruling and choosing your energy. Queen of Wands, she, has co-rules with the king over all this energy that's coming in here. And but she gets a second portion of cups. So she really connects to the upper realms. And with all of this energy here, this looks like, this picture of, like heavenly host. The Three of Cups can also represent your spiritual posse. Queen of Wands connects so well with her spiritual power, but also the empathic ability. So strong relationship with higher self and the higher realm too, which is allowing yourself to receive from them. If your energy doesn't match what you're asking for and allowing you to receive, they're trying, but your force field is up and it doesn't allow them to give either. So this is so important for you, for your life, not just love. Yeah, and here's the Five of Wands. So here's the transformation of lower fear vibration energy to higher vibrational love energy. And as I was saying, you get to the point where within you just feel like, it's not like arrogance, but you just feel like, I confidently believe I deserve to receive. And the low self-esteem that was attached to it growing up has been transformed over these years. And more and more and more, I have to admit, every once in a while, it still raises its head. It's like a recovering enabler in codependent relationships. I'm a recovering deflector of receiving, like, oh no, I really don't deserve this. There's some weekends where I get so many donations and so many things and so many beautiful compliments and things, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's so, when it floods in, it's like overwhelming almost, and it's learning to accept more and more love from people, right? And I love that for you. So I love this journey. Like I said, be sure to check out that video because I feel like this is going to be transformational over these next 3 months from you in all of your relationships, but especially so in your marriage and or your, loving romantic relationships. So that's what they have for you, all of you Geminis that are either married or in a relationship. And if you're enjoying these readings and would like to help me by supporting my channel, there's a couple things you can do. First, you can give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button. This tells me you're enjoying the content. It tells YouTube that you are as well, and they'll spread the word about these videos and my channel. The other thing you can do is hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit that notification bell, because then you'll be notified when I post new videos, and also you're informed when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. These are general readings, and if you're looking for more specific information for your specific life, I do offer a variety of readings and other services. All that information's listed in the description box of the video down below. And I'm so grateful for all the love and all the support, and as you travel upon your amazing journey, remember that every second of every day of your life that you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until we chat again, much love to you. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon. Alrighty, all you Gemini Happy Hermits, this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off here pulling from these Divine Guidance Oracle. And these are fractal imaging. I call them spiritual ink blot tests. And whatever you see in the picture here, no, they want any of those, is a special meaning for you. And then we'll read in the book, too, to see what the author, the creator of these, Cheryl Lee Harnish, what she channeled as well. So you get to see it first here. So, all right. So 1, 2, 3. Whoosh. Sorry for the glare there. They're very glossy. Right, and that is card number 15. And I believe that's the dragon guide. Let me just make sure here. Yeah, this is the dragon guide. You can kind of see dragon a couple places in here. But dragon is here to help you take a stand in your life. Others may have strong opinions about what you should be doing or how you should be doing it. And it could also be that others are interfering when they should not be. Dragons come to help you stand firm for what you believe is right, even if that means breathing a little fire to get your point across. Don't worry, it'll be okay. Dragons here to help you claim your power and your right to live your life as you see best. I've been getting some of those in the readings here for the Happy Hermits about, standing your ground, being who you want to be, because a lot of friends and individuals that care about us, I'm a happy hermit myself. I'm like, they're like, oh, I wish you would meet someone. And I'd be like, why do you hate me? And they're like, what? And I'm like, I have peace. I enjoy my life. Why do I want to screw it up with a relationship? Joke, haha, but kind of serious, right? But I love this dragon standing up for what you believe. And sometimes you just have to put a boundary when people are trying to push a little too much, right? So I like this standing tall and pursuing your dream and what you're wanting and, living the life you want. And I like that. We're also going to pull here from the Divina Serenity Oracle. And the author of this one, Christopher Lee, he's actually offered all of my followers 10% off of, I have 3 of his decks, but offer off of any of his decks on his site. And if you use the code down below in the link, then you can get 10% off. So that's very cool. All right, and here you go. And then just as I finish that, we've got acceptance. Yeah, look at that beautiful card. I love it. And even just on the back of here, and even the camera doesn't do the coloring justice. They're just so beautiful. So you got acceptance. We'll put her down here. And let's see what message she brings in here. So the Acceptance Oracle card urges you to let go of resistance and surrender to what is. Open your heart and mind to accept yourself, others, and the circumstances you face. And by releasing the need for control and allowing things to unfold naturally, you create space for growth and inner peace. And the female holding out her open hands symbolizes receptivity and encourages you to be open to receiving the gifts and blessings that life has to offer. Embrace a mindset of openness and trust that the universe is working in your favor. Look up with a sense of faith and optimism. Shift your focus from dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Instead, direct your energy toward the present moment and find gratitude for what you have right now. Embrace your strength, any perceived flaws or imperfections. Love yourself unconditionally and recognize that you are deserving of acceptance and compassion. Embrace the transformative power of acceptance. Let go of resistance. Open yourself to receiving. Look up with faith. Focus on the present and practice self-acceptance. By doing so, you can experience greater inner peace and create a more fulfilling life. Yeah. So here we are accepting what is. And that's part of this, right? Of other people have expectations, and so we stand our ground. But we might even be standing our ground and breathing fire on ourselves when really we're trying to be something we think we're supposed to be, when we really don't need to be that. We can be something more. We can go outside the lines, go off-roading, to where we accept life as it is, not putting our fulfillment and our happiness on a future if that happens, then I can be happy. If that happens, then I'm acceptable. If that happens, then I'm lovable. And then, but what that does, it means we're on whatever between now and then, and we can celebrate in this moment who we are, and make our choices that way. So I love this accepting what is, and it's perfect in this moment. We are perfect in this moment. Everyone is perfect in this moment. We're also going to pull from the Wild Mystic Oracle. And let's see what else they have here for you regarding this standing your ground and acceptance of what is. All right, we've got Heal with the Frog. Beautiful, beautiful card here. We'll put that right here. Scooch it over. All right. So let's see. Here's that toad. They have them here by animal. So sometimes it's a little interesting to, or it's frog probably. All right, it is frog. So figuring out what we want to call ourselves, right? This card represents healing and restoration. And the frog, like many creatures, including cats, ravens, goats, and pigs, was often associated with witchcraft and early European superstition. Frogs were reportedly used as ingredients in spells for curing illness, ridding the skin of warts, and even curing a broken heart. This association with healing may have stemmed from lore that linked the frog with death and rebirth due to their transformation from a tiny water-based tadpole to their adult form. The frog card is one of physical and mental healing. Healing can seem like a long and arduous process, but this is a card of hope and recuperation. In ancient Egypt, the frog was a symbol of childbirth, fertility, and procreation. So the frog card might reference an upcoming birth, an adoption, or an addition to a family. If you do not plan on having children, then it might indicate the birth of an idea, a life-changing project, or other creation of the mind or spirit, right? So standing up and deciding what it is that you want to do, right? The shadow side of this card is that the frog might be a portent of ill health, either mental or physical. However, it might also symbolize a blockage or a delay in healing. This might relate to a difficult or extensive diagnosis, chronic illness, or ongoing mental health issues. The card is encouraging you not to feel disconnected from the power of healing and when the road ahead seems difficult. So this acceptance of what is, instead of fearing, when we step into fear, it takes us in this downward spiral that just feeds dis-ease, right? So if we're not at ease, when we are not at ease about being not at ease, we get even more not at ease. That's where we get the dis-ease, right? This is element of water. The flora is adder's tongue, aloe vera, anemone, and feverfew. Stones are bloodstone, tourmaline, turquoise, clear quartz. And spell work is healing magic, carrying for a sick or recovering person, fertility magic, luck with a diagnosis or surgery. So I like this, being stubborn and standing your ground, accepting what is, but also there's this perseverance that kind of comes in with this too. All right, and then we're going to pull here from the Lost Soul Tarot. Let's see what else they want you to know here. So what else for Gemini Hermits. Happy Hermits, all right. Okay. And these two and that one. All right. Well, it's interesting that you get the Two of Cups, the relationships card coming in here, but it's still an important relationship. I mean, even though you're a happy hermit, doesn't mean that you don't have friendships, relationships. This can signify a important relationship that's coming in here for you, a significant one, which, you know, can be like a new best friend or reconnection, maybe a healing of a past relationship with like a relative or someone that you haven't spoke with in a while. But these next 3 months do feel here that maybe there was a fallout for some of you with burning the fire a little too hot. You know, when they wouldn't get away from the dragon's cave door. And so maybe there's some reconciliation that's coming in here, and or the introduction of a new important friendship, like a bestie that will be your friend for the rest of your life. It can be that type of energy that comes in here. So what else we got here? We got the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so a new opportunity that's coming in here in your outside world. It's also a new way of looking at your worth in relationship to the outside world that helps ignite some of these changes that are happening and that do come in from the outside world too. So we like that. Oops. And then we have the Four of Swords. So mental stability, peace of mind. So don't worry, this isn't something that's going to freak out. You know, at first I know, oh no, not them. I don't want them coming back into my life. No, this is all about choice and mental stability and what you're wanting to have and what you want to come forward. It's not something that's forced on you. This is something that actually helps bring peace of mind. So this reconciliation could be something that's really been bugging you and been on your mind a lot too. Yeah, you've got the death and the rebirth. So, of course, for some of you, this is that someone passes, which has you get back together with a group of people that there was a falling apart from. For some of you, it's like I can see everybody taking this person's side and that they made up all this stuff and lied and people believed them, and it put a rift between you and them. And now that they're past, you didn't have angst a whole lot towards them, and so you're going to go say your respects, and that's when you will bump into different people. For others of you, this is all about the rebirth of you putting away the how you've been perceiving yourself, what you've been doing with your life, where you've been heading, and you're really stepping up and stepping out and going to be doing something completely different than you've ever done before. And it's like a new lease on life kind of energy that comes in there. Yeah, and here you go. We got Lovers too. So you've got these important relationships coming in here again. And for some of you might revisit this Happy Hermit, and you might not be as happy as you think you are. And because sometimes we can be a hermit who is a hiding hermit who feels like, well, I'd rather just be by myself than be out in the world where this happens. Like I was talking about earlier, like, oh, why screw up your peace and quiet with a relationship? But, in all reality, if I had someone that came into my life that, blew my socks off, I would be open to it. But I just don't have the desire. I'm not searching for it. I'm not out there looking for it. And I'm not desiring it. For some of you, this is like, are you hiding? Because it looks like a relationship is searching for you. But it also can be, for many of you, a very important relationship that's coming in here for you. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles, it's the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. So there is this patience, allowing things to unfold, getting to know people, getting to know someone new. Might be taking a little longer than usual here. But I do feel like there's this healing and this fruition that's coming to pass here with all of this. But I feel like very much it's an interesting 3 months, because I feel like you're reconciling in some ways, either with someone or independently on the inside, and it is changing your actions on the outside, not even necessarily with them, but with other people too. And so I just feel like there's this transformation that's happening with all of this. So hopefully that makes sense. But that's what's coming in here for you, for all of you happy hermits that have that wonderful Gemini energy. And if you're enjoying these readings and would like to help me by supporting my channel, there's a couple things you can do. First, you can give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button. This tells me you're enjoying the content. It tells YouTube that you are as well, and they'll spread the word about these videos and my channel. The other thing you can do is hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit that notification bell, because then you'll be notified when I post new videos, and also you're informed when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. These are general readings, and if you're looking for more specific information for your specific life, I do offer a variety of readings and other services. All that information's listed in the description box of the video down below. And I'm so grateful for all the love and all the support, and as you travel upon your amazing journey, remember that every second of every day of your life that you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until we chat again, much love to you. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.